God, here we go again with this bullshit. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and variations thereupon. I'm Aurora Dreamer. So, I'm making this video today because I discovered this user through my fiancé. The user, TwinkleStarDream, very much likes to ship their OC with Double Trouble from She-Ra, which normally would be all fine and dandy. I do the same with my OC, Leonis. But the problem likes to come into play when you start reading the descriptions of these pictures and just looking at some of their content in general. Twinkle really likes to call Double Trouble a known non-binary character he, and absolutely refuses to call DT they, which really pisses me the fuck off. As a trans person myself, and having plenty of LGBTQ friends, this blatant disrespect for pronouns, even if the character is fictional, makes me ungodly amounts of angry. I get gender-bending characters turning males into females, females into males. But the difference between those and what this user is doing is she is changing nothing about the character, just the pronouns, because she doesn't want to call them them. It's simple as that. Let's take a look at some gender-bent She-Ra characters. Original Adora and gender-bent Adora. Now original Catra and gender-bent Catra. Normal Hordak and gender-bent Hordak. That hair is the fluffiest thing I've seen in a while. Now that we've looked at some actual gender-bent characters, let's look at original Double Trouble and Twinkle's Double Trouble. Original Trouble and Twinkle's Double Trouble. Is anyone catching on yet? There is no fucking difference. None. She doesn't change anything about the character to make them more masculine to fit her stupid ass pronoun change. She just changed the character's pronouns and claims it to be an AU. Now, this may be a personal thing on my part, but to me, simply changing a character's pronouns and literally nothing else about them is not an AU. It's just an excuse to be transphobic towards non-binary characters and by extension, people. You sound like the person who goes up to a trans person and says, "Oh, it's just really hard for me to understand your pronouns." That is you. That's what you sound like. Now, recently, she's deleted all but one of her Double Trouble images, but I have some comments and descriptions saved, so we're going to be reading those.
A little boringness later. In Double Trouble. I really wanted to draw him. I got the idea from the flower. Picture of a friend. I love ideas that I get. He has wonderful works. And yet, I call him him. BCS he reminds me on a Drac and I Dory Drax so much.
It took me so long to try and decipher that last sentence, and I'm still not 100% sure what the fuck she means. But I assume she means drag, as in drag queens, or she means Draconiquis. I came to this possible conclusion by scrolling through her favourites, and the immense amount of MLP fan art. And neither of these two options make sense. If she was trying to say drag queen, then that makes no sense because a drag queen is a person, usually male, who uses drag clothing and makeup to imitate and often exaggerate female gender signifiers and gender roles for entertainment purposes. And Double Trouble does not look like they exaggerate female gender signifiers in their design. Although now I want a picture of Double Trouble as a drag queen, someone please make that. Anyway, and Draconiquis doesn't make sense either. Maybe she's trying to compare DT to Discord because they're both chaotic bastards? But even that's a stretch. Though Discord and Double Trouble would probably get along very well. I don't know, I'm confused. But either way, just because a character reminds you of something or someone does not mean you get to change their pronouns. I bet you wouldn't like it if I just decided to call your OC Glitter, he and him, because I decided I didn't want to call your OC a girl, because I don't know, some stupid reason about me just not wanting to. I bet you wouldn't be too happy about someone just not referring to your character correctly, no matter how many times you correct them. Bet that would be really rude and disrespectful to you, and upset you, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Hey, just to let you know, DT's non-binary, not male.
I know and I want on my O that he's, and before you start like the guy before you, of course I can. And DT can too. BCS he can change shape, so if he wants to be male he can.
So your AU consists of nothing but adding your shitty OC and changing nothing about the character but their pronouns because you're a transphobic piece of shit? Got it. Now, after being told several times that Double Trouble is non-binary, they decided to draw this image and title it Proof. I'm just going to read the comments I left on that image. 1. This isn't proof, sweetie. This is fan art you drew and the character isn't yours. too. Please stop making it obvious that you only did this because you're into guys and only want to sexualize them. That's not how this works. 3. You just wanted to see DT with a dick. We get it. You can't be any more obvious. 4. Everyone can see the transphobia from a mile away. I see this constant misgendering extremely transphobic and disgusting. Being trans and somewhere in the LGBTQ myself, I think it's offensive and disrespectful. Even if it is just a fictional character. It says a lot about a person when they purposely go out of their way to misgender a character. Like, who says that this user, Twinkle, won't do the same to a real-life non-binary person? Oh wait, I forgot, she did. Now I don't have the screenshots for this because she deleted it before I could grab them, because she's a coward. But at one point, one of her Double Trouble pictures, she also said that she called Double Trouble he because DT's voice actor is male. Now for those of you who don't know, Jacob Tobiah is Double Trouble's voice actor. Jacob is non-binary, so this just proves me right. It proves that she has no respect for non-binary people, is transphobic, homophobic, the whole 9 yards. Now, those are just my feelings towards this user and what they've been doing and saying. Now I want to know what you guys think of this person. Do you guys think this user's transphobic? LGBT-phobic? Let me know. I would love to hear what y'all have to say. Well, that's all for now, guys. If you're new and you like what I do, subscribe down below. If you're someone old and you're returning, don't forget to drop a comment down below. I do try my best to reply to every single one of you. I have been your host, Aurora Dreamer. Goodbye, my friends.
Yeah. Baby girl, you're so damn fine, though. Wanna know if I can hit it from behind, though. I'm sipping on you like some fine wine, though. When it's over, I press rewind.